What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here for another post-match fan show. We have beaten Maccabi Haifa 7-2 in the last qualifying stage of the Europa League. Absolutely sensational stuff from Tottenham Hotspur. But just before we bring on our first guest, the League Cup draw, the Carabao Cup draw for the quarterfinals has been drawn. The first name out of the hat was Stoke City, and the second name out of the hat was Tottenham Hotspur. So we play Stoke away in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. The rest of the draw, Brentford play at home to Newcastle. Arsenal have the tough task after beating Liverpool of playing Manchester City, and Everton are at home to Man United. What do you think about that draw?
Yeah, great draw for us. Obviously, getting a championship side.
Finally, we get some luck in a draw.
Yeah, for sure. And well, you say that we stopped. Are we still live? Yeah, we're still live. Okay. Yeah, it's a great draw. I think Arsenal playing Man City and Everton playing Man United means at least two top teams as well going out. This could be our best chance in a long time of getting a trophy. If we, being Stoke into the semi-finals.
It's
you never know. We could
for Spurs when the year ends.
We could play Brentford or Newcastle in the semis, then that's it. We're in the final. So look, it looks like
I'd love
things
to
are
play
coming
Arsenal
together.
over two legs, though.
It also shows how crucial getting past Chelsea was, because now we got the draws in our favour. We got Stoke away. We get past that, and are we muted?
No.
It says everyone. Okay, fine. There are people in the comments saying muted. Can everyone hear us? Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, so I think it's a really good draw for us, and I think it's really exciting, and hopefully this can be the trophy maybe that Mourinho comes, because Chelsea first trophy he got was a League Cup, United first trophy he got was a League Cup, and Madrid the first trophy he got was a cup. So I think it's really important to get that winning feeling.
All the omens coming through, but after such a positive performance, let's bring on the most positive man, my grandpa. Let's see what he has to say about the game. Just waiting for him to be connected. 1 second. Here we are, Grandpa Brian.
Right. Hello.
I noticed those two people behind you.
Yeah.
In the picture.
Sam and Nick.
Grandpa, talk to us about the game. How did you feel it went?
Yeah, well, to start with, I don't think you should carry on saying, come on, you Spurs. I think you should say, go on, you Spurs. I mean, I think that three brilliant games now in a row of team play, and I think it's fantastic, and we still haven't got all our best players out there yet. It's really exciting, and the new striker that I think we're buying today.
Yeah, Carlos Vinicius.
Yeah,
Vinicius, however you pronounce it.
We're going to be really embarrassed. It was a great game. I think these penalties are just diabolical. These were worse than the last ones.
Yeah.
And the guy had his arm down by the side, the other one had his arm in front.
Both of them were terrible, weren't they?
What can they do? Anyway, at least but it made an interest. The whole game was really interesting. I thought they had one or two real powerful shots. I think that guy who was it? I think we should buy him. The guy that was
number 10, who scored that goal.
I think he's about 33 years old, though.
33 years, all right. I give him a few years. But no, it was great. I thought I disagree with something you were saying before, because I thought Celso had a good first half. Not just his two goals, but he was really moving in front there quite fast. He's also got some pace.
Yeah, but what do you think of Spurs overall in terms of managing this week? There's been a lot has been made of us playing Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then Sunday again. Do you think we don't get enough credit for how we've managed the squad and kept the performance level high?
I agree with you. I think I think Mourinho has used them really well, really clever. I was surprised he didn't take off. What's his name?
Kane?
No. Pardon?
What, Kane?
No. He did take off Kane, didn't he?
Yeah. Stevie?
No,
Toby?
Not Toby. No. Our other forward.
Lucas,
yeah. I thought they would take him off because with Son away, he's going to need Lucas at the next match, and because he's running all the time, he gets tired quite quickly.
Yeah, Jose might have a trick up his sleeve, because he said Son might play at the United game. It'll be touch and go.
Really? Yeah. Oh, really? Good. When will we playing?
Back after international break, it looks like.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, it looks
Anyway,
like West Ham will be the first game for Gareth Bale, hopefully.
Anyway, I think Bergwijn, I mean, he really missed some good chances, but he got there to make the chance. So I think he had a really good game as well. I think the team, I can't fault anybody really in the team. Even our goalkeeper, even Joe, he really made one or two really good saves. He looked so fit.
Yeah,
Looks really fit. I think we did a good guy there for our number 2 goalkeeper. I think it was a good game, but I think the most important thing is we've played 3 games now as a team, and prior to that, we weren't playing as a team at all. And I think that's the most important thing, and that's the gift that Mourinho's bringing to us. Is getting the same players as before with, I know there's some new ones there, but they're playing as a team. They're playing together. They're getting to know each other. And they've got such intent. I mean, what is it, 90 seconds this goal?
Yeah.
They've really got intent, and that's great to see. And looking forward to the United match on Sunday.
All right.
You think we can get a result?
Are we going to win on Sunday, Grandpa?
Of course. Of course. 2-1 probably.
2-1. Early prediction.
All right, Grandpa. Always a pleasure speaking to you. Thanks for coming on again.
We'll see you Sunday.
Let me just make sure everyone knows in case they missed it, but we do have Stoke City in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. The Europa League group stage draw is tomorrow, so we're bringing you updates on that. But let's bring on our next guest, Sam. Let's see what Sam has to say. Sam, how's it going,
Sam,
mate?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, how can I not be good after a 7-2 win? Talk to me through your thoughts of the game.
An amazing team game. Really, really good. I think it's a lot like the Newcastle game, apart from personnel and that, but we just were more clinical in front of goal. It was just a great team performance. Can't fault anyone, apart from Doherty maybe missing a few, making a few off-piece passes, but other than that, great team performance, amazing in front of goal. And I mean, this is a great run for Spurs. We've got Stoke next. We've just won against Chelsea, and Arsenal have City, so they're probably going to lose.
100%. Does this is the confidence back at Tottenham now? Are Tottenham back?
Hopefully, yeah. Well, I mean, there's a few chances that our confidence could be knocked if this stupid VAR. If today's VAR decisions are indications of anything that's going to come, I reckon it's going to be just an awful the handball. I'm sorry, it's one of the worst. It's rules, not like as in the handball thing's good, but it's one of the most diverse rules. I mean, there's some clear handballs that have never been given. I mean, these handballs that were given today, literally, as you said, is because they have arms.
Yeah.
Literally the reason they were given. It's ridiculous. And if it's a sign for anything to come, then it's going to be a shame because, in my opinion, it just ruins the competition. It really does, but...
I agree. It's an absolute shambles, and it's such a shame that I know we've scored 7 goals. There's been a game with 9 goals, but those 2 handballs just stick out of my mind. It's just something that really infuriates me. But in terms of the game overall, how much credit do you give to Toby Alderweireld and Steven Bergwijn, having played 48 hours ago, stepping up and today, and Toby Alderweireld playing another 90 minutes and Bergwijn playing the whole game?
I think it's just impressive. That's it. It's just how they can do 2 full-on 90-minute matches in 48 hours. It's unreal. Stevie was good. Toby was good. Stevie again getting into the pockets of space, making good runs, having shots on goal, having shots maybe not as clinical as he could be, but we scored 7 goals, so not much complaint there.
And Dele Alli as well had a good little cameo. There's been a lot of talk of obviously him leaving and whatnot. He came on at half time. He won a penalty late on, and he played fairly well throughout the game. Are you happy that he looks set to stay now? So are you happy about that?
Yeah. I think in this game he had a lot to prove with all the talk going on about him being left out the squad. But I think he showed up and put in a really good performance. And I'd be extremely surprised if he's not in the main squad for games to come.
All
Be
right.
very surprised seeing his
Sam.
performance today was so good.
Sam, absolute pleasure as always speaking to you. Hopefully speak to you Sunday.
Yeah, let's speak to you soon, mate. Nice one, Sam.
Thank
No
Up
worries, mate.
Spurs. Up the Spurs.
We got Corey. Corey next. Corey.
Right, Corey.
Yes, Corey. How you doing,
Corey,
mate?
I'm liking that scarf behind you, mate. Talk to me about the game.
So being here from the United States, it's kind of difficult to watch. So, with these 3 early matches, that's kind of how I came about you guys. Following your commentary, you're following. That's my way of listening to the match while it's going on, right? Outside of just following the very little updates that we physically get here in the U.S. on the stat sheet. So.
Right, didn't realize what service we're providing. Thank you very much. But in terms of, obviously you didn't watch the game, you watched it through our eyes, but we won 7-2. Harry Kane scored a hat-trick. Giovanni Lo Celso got a couple of goals as well before going over half-time. How impressive has our managing of the games this week been, considering how many games we've had to manage?
No, fantastic, right? I mean, you can't really give Jose any more credit. So I was not a big fan when they signed him last year over Poch. I think with everybody, right? But holy crap, the way he's been controlling this in this year, I don't know what he said to Daniel Levy. I don't know if he has pictures of his wife, but holy crap.
I think he's got him chained up in the basement at Hotspur Way or something.
Yeah, he's got something going that we don't know about. Wow, the exciting just keep coming, and the excitement is just building. And boy, I just hope these guys mesh well. So I didn't have very high hopes this season. I thought top 6 was kind of where I was looking. Now, top 4 has to be a given. And then any trophies? Oh, please.
Well, now we've got Stoke in the next round. Everton playing Man United and Arsenal playing Man City. If we beat Stoke, how big are our chances of actually getting to a final, winning a trophy now with the Carabao Cup?
No, I think huge. Because I still think that we're not going to be fighting anybody but Man City or the big clubs after Stoke. But again, I don't think they necessarily hold this with as much weight as we are right now. So, I think extremely high. Even the Liverpool, I guess they pulled off VVD just because of, rest, which I find that very hard to believe that they wouldn't want to beat Arsenal in that match.
With the turnaround Jose's making at the moment, is it hard for anyone to argue against Jose Mourinho at the moment? Because there were a lot of fans, like you said, that were against Jose Mourinho's appointment. Do you reckon there's any more fans that are against it anymore? Can't be, surely.
I think there's still a lot of people that don't like the possession game. Where our possession will be low against the high-scoring clubs.
Yeah.
And the big clubs, that'll still be a negative, I believe. But if we do like we did against Chelsea, it won't matter.
100%. So you're backing us top 4 and trophies this year?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Now, I mean, after this week, I think it slows down a lot. So That's huge for the club. So once we make it past this week, I think, and if we get out anything outside of a draw or better than a draw or better against United, I think this has been a phenomenal week. So.
Tell me, this transfer window we had, is this the best transfer window you've ever seen at Tottenham Hotspur?
Oh, hands down. Yeah. So, again, being from the United States, I haven't been a fan for, decades. It's only been about 6 years. So, for me, it's ridiculous.
All right, brilliant. Absolute pleasure speaking to you, mate. Hopefully we'll speak to you soon.
Nice one, Corey. Nice to hear from you, mate.
Up the Spurs.
Come on.
Let's get on Nick next. Let's see what he has to say.
Nick Achilleos.
Nick Achilleos, how you doing, my friend?
The goats, the greats. Yes, Nick.
We finally got you on.
Yeah, finally. Thanks.
Talk to me about the game. How did you feel it went?
Oh, it was very good. Once that goal they scored, that was a world-class goal. No keeper would have saved that goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we played quite well, didn't we, throughout the game?
Yeah,
What
after
were you
that,
going to say?
once we got the third goal, we got control of the match.
Yeah, we did. Who do you think was man of the match for you?
Oh, Harry Kane easily. Hat-trick and 2 assists.
2 assists as well. Man, he's becoming the assist king this season, isn't he?
Yes, maybe once, probably when he gets a bit slow, I'd probably slip into like a Teddy Sheringham role.
Do you think that that Maccabi Haifa player that was kind of dissing Harry Kane in the build-up to the game, do you reckon he's regretting his statements now?
Yeah, I think he winded Harry Kane up.
Yeah, for sure. And Harry Kane definitely showed him what's for. That's for sure.
Stoke City in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals.
Yeah,
Is our name on the trophy this year?
I think our name's on the trophy, and as I say, the year ends in 1.
Exactly. And what do you think of us signing this new striker, Carlos Vinicius? Obviously, he's set to sign now. He looks like he's through the door. How big is that signing for you?
I can't believe it. He was the best player last year at Benfica. He's got like a goal every other game, and he's very big and very left-footed. He's quite good as well with headers.
Do you back us? Do you back us to get the centre back in from now until the end of the transfer window?
Yeah, if we can get that Skriniar in, I think definitely top 4 is ours. Maybe even top 3.
Do you think even if we don't get that centre back in, top 4 is ours?
Yeah, I think we still can do it without that player because Dyer's upped his game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think at the moment we've the squad that we've managed this week has been so impressive, and yet we've still got Son to come in, we've got Bell to come in, Reguilon to get regular starts.
Oh yeah, very impressed with Reguilon. He reminds me of a young Gareth Bale when he came out.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah,
the way surges down the flank with pace.
But yeah, it's exciting times. You really feel like Mourinho's really got a good chance this season of achieving his goals.
Yeah, I think if Mourinho wins the League Cup, 'cause that's what he's done at the other teams where he's gone to, Chelsea, Man United, he won the League Cup as the first cup. Then he went on to win the league the following season. I think I think us and City now are the favourites probably for the League Cup.
Do you reckon it's important to get that winning mentality into the team?
Yes, we haven't lost now for 6 games. We won 4 and drawn 2 in the last 6 after that first Europa League game, the qualifier. I'm full of confidence. I think we can get a result at United over the weekend. I think we are the win or draw.
So do you think the mood has completely changed at Tottenham in the past, what is it, around 2 weeks now, week and a half?
Yeah.
Like, the confidence is just brimming out of all of our fans.
Since we've signed Bell and Reguilon, I think all the Spurs players have upped the game and the team spirit's gone very good.
Yeah, I agree with that completely.
Completely.
How excited are you for Gareth Bale to join the team?
I'm really pleased with Mourinho as well. We're not boring to watch now. We're playing quite entertaining football.
Yeah.
Yep, 7 goals tonight. We got 19 goals in the last 6 games. Shows what we need to say.
So just go to show the Everton game was no surprise because they're firing on all cylinders. They're joint top.
And what do you have to say to Paul Merson, who said that Harry Kane wouldn't score in this team?
Because he can eat his words.
Exactly.
Sounds like a muppet.
Definitely right about that.
All right, Nick, absolute pleasure having you on, mate.
Come on, Nick.
Up the Spurs.
Come on, big up, Nick. I just want to get a quick quote on from Mourinho. He's talking about the signing of Carlos Vinicius. He was asked about it. He said, I want you to ask me that question when it's confirmed. Nobody told me it's done, so I'm going to respect the situation, respect the player, and respect Benfica, and wait a little bit more. Next time we see each other, maybe I'm in the condition to answer. So sounds like Carlos Vinicius is on his way to Tottenham and is very, very close to being done there.
I just want to tell Paul, who's watching, who's in the back end waiting to come on, his camera's not on, so if you can turn your camera on, then we can get you on. But unfortunately, if you don't have your camera on, then we won't be able to get you on. So please turn your camera on in landscape mode. But let's get on our next guest, Mike Kelly.
Mike. Yes, Mike.
What's going on, guys? How are you doing?
Yeah,
we're
doing well.
Very
doing
good,
man.
very good. We're
Absolutely.
in the quarterfinals against Stoke. We're in the group stages, 7-2 tonight. Talk me through your feelings, mate.
I am buzzing right now, especially the added extra draw that we just got. How often do you hear that we have a draw and you just get a pit in your stomach? Give us the worst you got. That's just always my feeling when I go into one of these draws. But today I feel like we finally got one. It is Tottenham, so we do have to take a deep breath. Anything could happen in the quarterfinals, of course, but just 7 goals followed by that draw. It feels like silverware could be on the table for us. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that's what it feels like.
Come on, let's get ahead of ourselves.
All right, let's do it. I'm ahead of myself. Where's ours?
Yeah, with City playing Arsenal and Everton playing Man United, it means at least 2 of those teams are going to be knocked out. So the draw couldn't have gone much better, could it?
Absolutely not. And then you never know. You do have that extra game, like Brentford's playing Newcastle. That's going to be another. Anyone's going to want to play against that team too. So great draw for us today. I thought the game itself excellent. You can't really single out one player. I just thought everybody put a shift in. In the beginning, it was a little dicey, I thought, just a little underestimating that our opponents could go forward a little bit. I thought, that first strike, wow.
Yeah,
made the
unbelievable.
goal. Yeah,
Unstoppable.
got to give credit there. Happy that they got that consolation, but at the end of the day, great goal, great game for us overall.
Do you think that people are sleeping on Spurs a bit? Because we've had to manage a lot of games at the beginning of the season, and obviously we had that awful start against Everton. Everyone's writing us off, but ever since then, we signed Bale, we signed Reguilon, we've got this Carlos Vinicius in the door. Performances have improved dramatically. Do you think people are sleeping on us at the moment?
Absolutely, that's exactly the vibe I got, and actually, that's the way I want to keep it. I want to keep it that way.
Let's stay under the radar. Come
exactly. You know what I mean? Let's keep our performances under the radar. People are going to write off 7-2 today. They're going to say 1-1 against Newcastle was just a point, but we all know we deserve better in that game as well. Let's keep these performances under the radar because I really have been thrilled with the last 4 or 5 performances dating back to probably Everton. That's our only poor performance of the year, I would say.
Let me ask you this. If we go out and beat Man United this weekend, do the rest of the Premier League start to take notice of Tottenham Hotspur?
Of course, they would have to, especially when it's Man United on a big stage. It's probably the biggest game this weekend. To me, it's a 6-pointer. It's the biggest game of the year. We have international break after. There's no reason why we shouldn't be going for all 3 points in this game. No draws, all 3 points. They have been in poor form. If you've watched Man United, I haven't been impressed. So
they were lucky against Brighton, that's for sure.
Yeah, they weren't great against Brighton, and yesterday they played a whole B-side, so they'll be well rested. But our team should be in form. We're playing consistent matches. Our star players have been in good form, so we should be the ones positive going into this match on Sunday, expecting 3 points. That's the opinion I have.
Yeah, we agree. And how impressive is our transfer business done? Looks, as I said, we got Carlos Vinicius. Looks like he's coming through the door.
We got a striker.
Is this the same team?
There's literally the business we've done is so good. And how important is it for you to get that striker in? And how excited are you for him to get him through the door?
I'm absolutely ecstatic about the signing, and just hearing the words that. He is a Benfica player. Jose has strong ties in Portugal, obviously. So if he's Jose's number 1 target, you just have to commend Daniel Levy. He brought in Jose Mourinho for cups, and now Jose is going to have absolutely no excuses, especially if Skriniar gets in on Monday, which I'm optimistic about as well, because as I am with everything right now. Again, after Sunday could be a different story, but you never know. But just this transfer business has been absolutely amazing. You could not ask for more. I don't know. Some people would say, we get a center attacking mid in. If you keep Dele in the side and make him that second center attacking mid, I think the squad depth is insane at that point. You put Gio further up the pitch like we saw today. There's nothing wrong with that for me. It's a 10 out of 10 transfer window for Levy, especially when you have a manager like Mourinho who he says, if you get me what I want, I'll promise you trophies. There will be no excuses for Jose after this. He's been fully backed, more than Man United would say. So.
I mean, yeah, he spent more money at Man United, but I don't think he got the targets he wanted at Man United.
Exactly.
That's the difference here. So look, yeah, Jose Mourinho is getting exactly what he wants. Daniel Levy has come under a lot of fire and a lot of criticism over the years. Does he finally deserve all the praise and all the credit that he's getting? All the Tottenham fan base should be 100% behind him. Is that
absolutely agree. And what I've noticed, maybe this could just be a random theory I've had, but because of COVID this year and because a lot of teams are not spending, it's clear to me that Daniel Levy loves to zig while the market is zagging. He likes to go in the opposite direction of the market. In a normal year where teams are spending big and going crazy, even mid-table sides are spending more, I think that you would expect him to lay low and not maybe splash this much money around or attack targets. But because of this year and the position he's probably in we are in as probably a club that's been thrifty over the years, he's taking advantage of the market, and I think it's you can't be asking for more from him. Great window from him.
All right, Mike, absolute pleasure. A lot of things to look forward to. Hopefully we'll speak to you over the next couple of games or on Sunday. But yeah, thank you for coming on, and come on you Spurs.
Come on you Spurs.
Come on.
Oh, I'm loving all these confident and happy Spurs fans.
Happy
It's such a different tune to when we did this after the Everton game.
It's a breath of fresh air. Everyone was so negative after
It is
Everton.
a breath of fresh air. But for positivity, let's get on Mr. Positivity, and that is Sai. He said we were going to win 6-1 tonight. He got but not quite 6-1, but 7-2. Will you take it? Oh, you're on mute, Sai.
You're on mute, Sai.
Sorry, I was doing some hands. God, yeah, I wasn't far off the 6-1, was I? How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Seen a lot of goals tonight.
Good.
Everyone's got the feel-good factor. We got Stoke away in the cup as well in the draw. It's been a good night for us. Yeah,
it's been spot on, isn't it? I think all over the pitch, to be honest, was absolutely fantastic. Who do you guys think man of the match? Who was it for you guys?
It's difficult to say, but probably.
I don't think there was a man of the match today. It was a team performance. They were all brilliant.
Yeah, no one was really a standout player, but no one was really unbelievably good.
I was really happy with Højbjerg and Winks today. I think they're pretty solid.
What's happening with your internet,
for a while? I think it's those performances that we not as bad as well, is it?
Yeah, we can hear every third syllable.
Yeah, we can't really hear at the moment.
If I talk really slowly, does it?
That's actually a lot better. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and speed it down a bit. If I get messy, guys.
No, I think that's better now. I think that's better.
Okay, cool. It's my magic.
And by the way, Si, very kind of you to donate your Harry Kane giveaway prize today.
Oh, please! Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing. Honestly, I was glad to do my bit for someone else. I did actually go to that game, and I have that in my cupboard of programs. But yeah, guys, it was fantastic game today.
How good was it? Yeah, but how good was it to just see Tottenham continuing to go for goals all the time and not rest on their laurels like we've seen previously? You expect people to say, Jose Mourinho's got to probably get a couple of goals ahead and see out the game, but that wasn't the case today.
You know what? I think many people, when Jose came in, were thinking we were going to do this whole park the bus thing and be really defensively in terms of tactics and everything. But I think the more and more we go on, the more he's just using our ability with our forward players. We've got an unbelievable attacking bunch of players now. And I think defensively we're fixing a lot of things. Today it was all about those wingers overlapping. It was all about what we were doing through the middle. Lo Celso was unreal again today. It's those through balls and everything that we've been missing for so long. And of course, Kane getting more and more goals as well as assists. I think he got, 2 assists today again or something?
3 goals, yeah.
Yeah, so all round, you just see it's positivity. It's just the drive, the energy, everything about it. Even on the 75th minute, Bergwijn was you could see him sweating like mad and really out of breath. But he was just continuously ploughing forwards. And it was just fantastic. You wouldn't have seen that like last year, or how bad the performances were last year. And I know it's Europa League and everything, but the last couple of games we've seen a dramatic turnaround compared to last year. And it could have been more today. Actually, it sounds stupid, but it could have been more today. But yeah, absolutely fantastic, guys. Brilliant.
Si, with the draw, Stoke City away in the cup, is our name on it this year?
Well, Man City have a habit, I think 3 years in a row now, isn't it, that they've won it. So
it's got to stop at some point.
Yeah, they're a bit unstable this season so far. I think we can do it. I've told you we're winning the quadruple anyway, so I don't even know why I'm questioning myself. It's gonna be a positive end. I just got this feeling. I know we're gonna win something this year. That isn't like some silly Audi Cup or something. We're actually going to win something, legitimate. And I think with this team, with this mentality that we've got so far and pushing forward, any of those competitions could be. I know Premier League might be a bit off, but I think we can definitely bring one of those big trophies home. I think, and that's going to be the icing on the cake for this fantastic summer transfer window we've got going at the moment, isn't it?
100%. And when you're looking at the squad and looking at the signings we've brought in this summer, and you're comparing it to what other clubs are doing in their squads, how do you stack up our squad in terms of the top 6 in the Premier League?
I wasn't lying the other day after the Chelsea game. I think our team is better than that. Generally, I believe it. And whether that's just the overall picture, the overall management, the players that we've got in now, I don't think we're on that Liverpool level just yet. If we do get Skriniar in the next couple of days, and I know that striker situation is going to be finished very soon, I would actually be disappointed if we finished below third. But if we finished in fourth, fantastic. But if we don't finish third, I'll be like, that's a bit of a shame. If we hit second, I won't be surprised either, because I think City are having that rocky period like they had a few years ago when they're sort of transitioning players again. I think we can hit one of those 2 positions this year, and that's not just me being biased and stuff. Shh. That's just me generally thinking that we can do a really good job. I think we will definitely win something and get that top 3 position.
All right, Si, a pleasure as always. Thanks for coming on yet again.
Nice one, Si.
Cheers, Bob.
Good to see you, mate.
All right, see you in a bit.
Cheers,
see you
mate.
soon, bro. Quote from Jose Mourinho. He was asked about his little thing with Gareth Southgate. Obviously, Gareth Southgate and Mourinho had a few words before the game today, and he responded to Gareth Southgate saying, "What I can promise for my friend Gary is that until the end of the season, I do not play Harry Kane for 1 minute in any friendly match." That is what he promises Gareth Southgate, because he's asking Southgate to protect his players, and Southgate said, "Well, you shouldn't play Harry Kane, but in April and May then." And
I saw that. It's a ridiculous statement from Southgate.
Yeah, I mean, he knows we've played 4 games this week. Like, come on, you can't play Kane 3 times. Like, fair enough. Like, play him if you need him in the Nations League, but leave him for the friendly.
Is it completely friendlies, or is there Nations League?
2 Nations League, 1 friendly.
Why? What is that friendly there for? I don't understand. Why is it scheduled
we're playing Wales in a friendly. It's ridiculous.
But why?
Don't know.
Makes no sense whatsoever. But anyway, let's bring in the next guest, and it's Matt. Yes, Matt. How's it going, mate? Matthew Hayes. They just told us Matt. They never told us Matthew Hayes. Come on.
Well, finally I could come on and I'm relaxed after a game.
Chill.
It's a strange feeling.
Yeah, exactly. You called on after the Chelsea game to come on less stressful games. We've won 7-2 tonight.
Yeah.
How do you sum up the game, and who was your kind of standout performers today?
The game from start to finish was an absolutely perfect team performance, and it's I think what I and a lot of other fans would have worried about when Jose Mourinho came in, that he often leaves dressing rooms in complete disparity, and you're talking about like teams falling apart, and we saw the complete opposite of that tonight. From the get-go, we were going straight at Maccabi Haifa. Got, of course, that very early goal, some very good link-up play with Bergwijn and Davis, and of course Harry Kane, where he always is, putting the goals away. I think our game management kind of slacked a little bit, which, look, you I wouldn't say you can forgive it, but you can expect it when you're in a situation like we're in, when you're playing a team that you're expecting to beat, and you take a very early lead. You can take the foot off the gas a bit, and you can kind of get into a very relaxed state. But I think in a way we were lucky that Cherry managed to score that ridiculous goal, which, by the way, was an outstanding strike.
He had 2 or 3 of those shots as well, you know?
Yeah, there was quite a few of them. They impressed me in that regard, but I think the fact that kind of kicked us into action, and it got us going, and we knew once we got 2-1 up that we couldn't rest on our laurels, because they had that in their repertoire, so we had to go and really push on, and we managed to get the 4 before half time. And then in the second half, the game management, I think, was great. Absolutely ridiculous penalty that we gave away, but in some weird way it was balanced out in the ridiculous penalty that we got. Which you don't want to see, but at least it was something. UEFA apparently last week saying they were going to be a bit more lenient with these penalty decisions these two seen in the Premier League so far this season. Maybe VAR would have overturned them, but look.
Still there?
Matt, you seem to have lost your connection.
I think we lost him. Still there? All right.
I'm not sure what happened there, Matt, but we'll try again, and we'll try to get you on. Is there someone else waiting? Look who it is.
Yes.
How's it going, mate? How's it going, mate?
Oh, it was a good night in the pub tonight, I have to say, guys. I'll be quick because I know I tend to hog this. Listen. There was a moment where Dele Alli had a penalty, and Arsenal had a penalty at the same time. Which, if they missed, they would have gone out tonight. That was almost a double-double. But looking at the draw, my heart was unhappy that Arsenal got through, but my head is saying that with that draw, we must be favourites for the Carabao Cup now.
I think Man City is slightly favourites, but with the bookies. But with the way things are going and the form, you got to say Spurs are favourites.
Absolutely. And look, tonight, Ali grabbed his minutes. The sixth goal was a work of art. Ali to Bergwijn, the way he held the defender off, the little trick, the finish from Kane, absolutely sublime. Tonight was a statement performance. We had swagger. I'd say the game was easy tonight because of the result on Tuesday. If we'd lost on Tuesday, we would have been nervy. It wouldn't have been 7-2. And you got to give credit to the opposition, right? They didn't exactly sit deep, did they?
Yeah, they tried to play,
and the other look of all the tiny little things I noticed tonight when Højbjerg came off. Did you see what he did with Sissoko? He kind of went like that, as if to say, shape. He knew tonight we did not play. We did not play like a solid kind of shape. We just went for it. It was like a Sunday morning. Let's just try and get as many goals as we can and outscore the opposition, and we did. But look, guys, I'll say this: we are building. This is exciting times. We are building value in the squad. I still think that Levy's project is to get Joe Lewis to sell his stake to Jeff Bezos. And if that happens, then it's game over. We will rule the league for 5 years. So I said it. I've had a few beers. That's all off the back of one performance tonight. But you got to say we're looking good. All of a sudden, we have two quality players in every position.
Do you think Jose's really building something?
I mean, we have players fighting for minutes. Ali, Aurier the other night, Davis tonight. I felt that everybody whose position is under threat by new signings, they're not going off into a corner and saying, "Oh, I want to leave now. I want to leave." They're fighting for their place. They want to be part of the Mourinho project. And you got to give Mourinho credit for that. He's turned things around from 12 months ago. And the only thing we need to do now to cap that off is actually to win something. There's no guarantees. We might not end up winning something, but you've got to give some credit to what's been going on there. Anyway, that was me.
100%. Thank you for coming on, mate. As
All
always.
Right, nice
absolute
one,
legend.
Stopping by, nice one, man. That was a nice little stop by from over.
Take care, mate.
Take care, Joe.
Absolute legend.
That was
guy.
absolutely fantastic.
Who have we got next? Have we got someone else? Wait.
Matthew
Hayes is back.
Yeah, here we go.
Has he sorted out his internet problems?
Sorry about that. Yeah, just cut out randomly. Don't know what happened there. Hasn't happened before.
Very strange.
What I was going to ask you is Giovanni Lo Celso played a bit further forward tonight. Got himself 2 goals in 45 minutes. Showed what he's really about in front of goal. Do you want to see him playing there a bit more? Obviously he's played a bit deeper.
Obviously, there would be a benefit to playing him there. I mean, when he plays there, he scores 2 goals. He hasn't exactly been known for goal scoring during his time at Tottenham. So I think it's great that he can offer us that. But I think going forward in the long term, it will more than likely be a 4-3-3, and there isn't really an attacking midfielder in that formation because that's kind of the big question around Dele Alli's future at the moment. So I think Lo Celso in that midfield alongside Ndombele, but of course Højbjerg sitting a bit deeper. I think it's probably
just stop it.
It's too good to think about. I think ideally that's the system going forward, but it's of course great to have that other option where if we do need to switch it up a bit, that Lo Celso can give us that role playing further forward as well, which he absolutely excelled in tonight.
I mean, we're playing so well at the moment. Last couple of games, absolutely sensational football. We're adding Son and Bale to this team, and Reguilon on Reguilon playing week in week out. Vinicius on the bench coming on. Like, how good can this team get?
Do you know what? I was only thinking tonight, like looking at Jurgen Klopp was talking after this game against Arsenal, and he was saying they were really short on options for their game today. Pep Guardiola was talking last week, and he said he only had 13 fit first team players. And if you're looking at the first 11, I think we're of course still behind Liverpool, we're still behind City, I think we may be getting in Vinicius and Skriniar. I think we are on par with Chelsea in that regard. But if you're looking at squad depth in the Premier League at the moment, I think Tottenham are far and away above every other team, because if you're looking at City, the money they've invested has been on their first 11. They brought in a lot of defenders for a lot of money. Some of those have since moved on, and they're bringing in more now. Liverpool, they've invested in Thiago and Diogo Jota this window. I think Thiago goes straight into that starting 11. Jota probably not, but if you're looking at squad depth, we are. I honestly do believe we have the best 18-man, 26-man squad, whatever you want to call it, in the league this season. And it's scary with not too long ago under Pochettino we had our first 11 and nothing more. And even the bad mood around the Tottenham camp against Everton earlier in the season, it was that we just weren't good enough. The change that has happened and how quickly it's happened, credit to Daniel Levy, credit to Steve Hitchen, credit to Jose Mourinho, credit to absolutely everybody involved, because this is an outstanding, amazing squad that they have managed to put together.
100%. Yeah, and it's not only the depth as well, but it's also the amount of options it gives us tactically where we can play. Obviously, got again. Oh, he's still there. Yeah, tactically, in terms of we can play because it looks like Dele Alli's going to stay now. We'll have to wait till Monday to confirm that. But if he stays, that means we can play 4-2-3-1. We can play 3 at the back with wing backs. We can play now 2 up front with Carlos Vinicius. We can play 4-3-3 with Bell and Son on the wings. I mean, there's no end. There's to the tinkering Jose Mourinho can do. He can literally do whatever he wants tactically now. He's not really stuck to last season when we had one injury and we only had one set system we can play.
Yeah, and I think that kind of was maybe the main criticism. I know I keep bringing back to it, but it's kind of the way I compare things with the Pochettino era. It was that we were a 4-2-3-1 team, and that was that. And he tried to switch it up a bit towards the end, and it didn't work. But as you say, we can play, of course, at 3 at the back. We can play 4-2-3-1. We can play 4-3-3. There's so many different systems we can play. But when you're a team in that position, the one manager you want in charge of that team is Jose Mourinho, because he is a tactical genius. And I know you said the word tinkering there, which of course is what he does, but I think it is a bit more than that. In that the decisions he does make, they're purely logical. We saw against Everton, he tried to make a bit of a switch and it didn't quite work out. But he said that he said, yeah, look, I made a change and it didn't work. But since he has made tactical changes that have completely changed games against Southampton, especially, and it's just such an exciting prospect. And I think it's really unfortunate for us that we are getting to the stage now where we are this good a team with this good a manager with these options, but it just so happens to come at a time when Liverpool and City are far and away the best teams in the country, and I don't think we will be near them in the league for this season anyway. So it is a bit unfortunate for us that it has come now, but that doesn't say anything about the Carabao Cup. I think we can win that. I think we can win the Europa League. I think we can compete for the FA Cup, and all of a sudden we're in a very different position. And look, we know we have a manager who in the past he's been a second season manager, and then he's thrown things away after that. But he said coming back into Tottenham he was a new manager. No one believed him. But look at what's happened with Dele Alli. How many times has he had a player who's been linked with moves away and it's ended in complete disaster with either the manager or the player leaving? Dele Alli, I said it in a live chat tonight, he was coming on, he was looking happy. It was his best performance that we've seen in a while, even though it was 45 minutes. It's such a different way to how Mourinho has dealt with things in the past. Look at the football we're playing. I know a few of you said it, we were expecting to be a park the bus team, but we're going to play an attacking football. We're killing games off. We're going for the jugular in so many games. It's a completely different Jose Mourinho. So there's nothing to say that he can't be a 3, 4, 5 year manager for us. And if he does become that, I honestly think we can win the Premier League.
All right, wow. That is the things we loved here.
Matt.
Tottenham winning the Premier League. Matt Hayes, absolute pleasure speaking to you as always. Everyone go and subscribe to his YouTube channel now.
Cheers, guys.
Come on. Nice one, Matt.
All right, I got to go quickly.
You got to go. To the loo. Quickly. So what have we got? Have we got someone else coming on? Oh, Carl Patrick Vineyard. How are you doing, Carl, my friend, my goat, the best? How are you doing? Oh, you're on mute, mate. You're on mute. Can't hear you. Sorry, mate.
There you go.
There you go. How are we doing, Carl? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
What do you think of the game tonight?
Buzzing. Absolutely good. The lads put in performance like they did Tuesday, and I'm proud of what they did tonight. But got to give a shout out to Eric Lamela for scoring on Tuesday night. Got to give a shout. Yeah, the hate he's been getting is not good. Some of the fans saying, "Oh, maybe we should sell him," but no chance is he going. Mourinho loves him, and Eric Dyer had to go to the loo, which maybe that's why he ran off. But
yeah. But yeah, we scored 7 goals tonight. Was it a great team performance?
Yeah, Yeah, it was absolutely good. 7-2, but at least it wasn't the other way around like it was at the stadium last season when we lost 7-2 to the European champions. But yeah,
KPV.
7-2. Yo, what's up?
How's it going, man?
Good, man. I wanted Brentford in a draw, but Stoke, I think Bale scored against them a couple of years ago, that stunning volley. So
Well, more than a
that's
couple, more than a couple
that
of
was-
years ago, I'd say.
2010. But
Yeah.
yeah, Bale should be fit. But yeah, our name's on the trophy this season, man. Everyone's doubting us, but Arsenal fans, good luck at home to see. But Pep's gonna smash you lot because he has a good record at the Emirates. So good luck, boys. But Pep's knocking you out. So good luck.
Come on, Carl. And what do you think of our new star striker, Carlos Vinicius? Are you happy about that?
Yeah, I'll take him. I think that's what I wanted easily anyway. So yeah, I take him. But it would be nice to bring Llorente back because he scored important goals when Kane was injured. So why not bring Llorente back? But Vinicius, whatever his name is, why not? He can score, but he's not going to start every game.
What message do you have to send to the Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United fans that all doubted Tottenham this season, who all said Mourinho plays fossil football, and who says Mourinho's teams cannot score goals? What message do you have to them?
All right. To you fans said Mourinho parks the bus, shove it up your ass. And Arsenal fans, North London is right. Deal with it. And Paul Merson said Harry Kane won't score goals in this Mourinho team, as I just saw on Facebook. Well, Paul Merson, shut your mouth, mate. You will not manage anyone. You'll never win nothing. Get out, mate. Fuck off, mate. Come on, you Spurs.
All right, Carl. Thanks for coming on. Always
Lovely,
a pleasure
Carl.
speaking
Come on,
to
Carl.
you.
See you
Big up.
Sunday,
Big
man.
up.
See you Sunday, mate.
Come on. Big up, big up.
Absolute brilliant. Let's bring on Ashley.
Oh, Ashley
All right.
Shadow. Yes, Ashley. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, two things to point out.
Go on.
I didn't actually watch the game tonight. I was relying on you guys to tell me how the game went tonight.
How did that go for you? Did we do a good job for you?
Yeah, you did a good job. Although I recognised Ben did the same thing again. He said Lo Celso was rubbish and then he scored. So he did it again. He did it again.
I should
and
keep
noticed
doing
that,
it. I tried to do it with Bergwijn, but it didn't happen.
I know, I saw that. And it's quite ironic that it's last year today, isn't it, that we lost 7-2 to Bayern?
Really? Is that right?
If
Yeah,
I'm
I didn't know
right, I
that.
might be wrong. Don't quote me 100%.
Yeah, today's the same day we lost 7-2 to Bayern. You're right.
Wow.
Yeah, which is quite funny. But yeah, from what like I said, I didn't actually watch the game, but yeah, brilliant that we're through. Yeah, I think we can go all the way. I want Arsenal to get to the final. I want to beat Arsenal in the final. I want to beat Arsenal in the final. That's what I want. I don't want Arsenal to go in the next round. I want us to beat Arsenal.
100%.
So
100%.
I agree with you. But what do you make of our transfer business with Carlos Vinicius coming in? Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I don't know too much about him. I have seen him play a couple of times, and he's quick and pacey. There were times I watched him. I like to try and watch every league. I watch the German league, Portuguese league, Turkish league. So I sort of keep an eye on a lot of players, and I've seen him play a couple of times, and he is very quick. I think he's the player that I would like to see come, like the way he plays for us. But I just think that, as I think Matt pointed out, the squad depth is what we haven't had for years. We finally can look at our bench and look at our reserves, and if someone's injured, we can be like, right, we can do this. We can bring on this player. A couple of years ago, like Eriksen injured, who do you bring on and to replace? Now you've got that squad depth. If you've got an injured player, you've got the players, and that's what big clubs do. They have the squad depth. When you look at Man City and stuff like that, you say like Sergio Aguero's injured, they bring on Jesus. Through the years they've had that, and that's what we've lacked. But yeah, no, I'm very excited, very happy.
I'm loving all these confident and happy Spurs fans. What can we actually achieve with this squad over the next couple of years? Do you think we can mount a serious title challenge?
I think over the couple of years, yeah. I think this year, I think a few fans have said it. I reckon we can get third this year. I reckon we can maybe get second if Man City have a bad thing, but I've just got a feeling they're going to pick it up over the next couple of games. But I reckon over the next couple of years, yeah, I reckon we can challenge for the title. I just find it funny that it took COVID to actually get us to spend lots of money in the transfer window. The year that everyone said COVID's come along, we can't spend money, and we spend money. So just
absolutely amazing. But look, absolute pleasure speaking to you as always, Ashley.
Yeah,
Hopefully
you too,
we'll
guys.
speak to you on Sunday.
Yeah, have a good night, guys.
Cheers, mate. And last but not least, let's bring on David Harris. Yes, David. How's it going, mate?
All good, lads. All happy.
Yes, Dave.
Great victory tonight.
Your smiles got even bigger from Tuesday night.
Oh man, the party's still going. And if we beat tonight on Sunday, oh man.
How are the Chelsea fans in Ireland getting along?
They're very tired. I've been texting them an awful lot, sending them pictures of people crying on the couch and stuff like that. They're not taking it very well.
Brilliant. But talk me through your thoughts on the game today.
Yeah, I thought it was a very good performance. 7-2. It was easy, to be honest. Like I heard the lads talking about squad depth there, but not only do we have squad depth, we have the players that are coming in. They're taking their opportunity and they're playing well. So to me, I think we have one of the best squads in the Premier League at this moment in time. And if we can add a centre back to that, we're definitely going to win a trophy this year, I think. And it's a year ending in one as well. So
it definitely is the year ending in one. Do you think that our squad depth will catapult us into a title challenge next season, or do you reckon it could come this season?
Look, I think under Mourinho, I think we'll give it a good go this season. You seen what he done at United with the squad he had that time. Let's be fair, it wasn't the greatest of squads, but he still got them to second, and he won them a trophy. I think depending on what we do in January, if we get in the right type of player.
Do you still think we need more players?
At this moment in time, no, but you never know with injuries and all coming into January. But I think next summer now, if we continue on the signings that we'll be making this summer, we'll definitely have a good shot at the title next season, 100%.
I'm loving the confidence and the positivity. I really am. I mean, it's such a change when me and you, when us spoke after the 1-0 loss against Everton, you know.
Said we were going to struggle against Plovdiv.
Yeah, you know what I mean? What has changed? What has changed since that Everton game? Is Gareth Bale and Reguilon just lifted the club?
Yeah, well, I think Gareth Bale coming in, the likes of Kane and Son will look at him now. All the trophies he's coming into the club with, they'll want to get to that level. They'll be jealous, mate. No mistakes about that. Reguilon coming on has given Ben Davies a kick up the arse as well. He even seems to have got a bit quicker there tonight. And I think off. Yeah, but I think if we get a high profile summer signing next season, I think we have a good shot under Mourinho for the next few years. Like everyone is expecting with Mourinho for it to turn sour at some point. But I don't think so, to be honest with you. Like when he came in, it's kind of like a relationship if you think about it. Like he came in, all things were sweet. We bet West Ham, all was good. He kind of was standing his ground with the players. Then a bit after that, things were a bit rocky. And then coming into this season, he dangled the trophies in front of them like a wedding ring, like an engagement. And he's saying at the end of the season, "Come on, lads, we walk the aisle and lift the cup."
What I want to ask you, David, is about your boy Matt Doherty. Obviously, another crazy penalty against him today. But what did you make out of his performance? And do you think he's settled into life at Tottenham yet?
To be honest with you, looking at him, I think he looks a bit scared, sort of. He's not really himself at this moment. I don't think he's fully fit either. Like, don't forget, he's off the back of a very long season with Wolves last season. They started early last year.
Yeah.
Then he was called up. He was called up for the internationals then. He looked off the bile there as well, to be honest. I think he would find his feet and he'd be a great right back for us. But at the minute, to be honest with you, the signings worked anyway, because even Aurier was starting to pick up his game a bit. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that now we have all these competition for places, Mourinho now is looking for the players to trust in, and he's starting to get that as well. And bringing in the players is just lifting everybody's game. Levy has pulled a masterclass in this window, and he's answered why he is the best chairman in this division of any club across the world. And I think this year will be the surprise package on the continent this year. I think we're going to score a lot of goals as well.
Exactly, against all the odds as well. Everyone was saying Spurs can't score goals under Jose Mourinho. Harry Kane can't score goals under Jose Mourinho. He plays fossil football. Look at them now. Come on, surely they're eating their words now.
Oh man, he had think about this. If he beats United now Sunday, he's answered all his critics. That's we played Thursday out in the back arse and beyond. We played Sunday against Newcastle. I think we were robbed there. I was too angry to come on the fan show after. It would have had to be PG.
Don't blame you.
Tuesday then we bet Chelsea. They've knocked us out of the cups over the years, semi-finals, they bet us in the final. So that the team is starting to show cojones. And Mourinho, he's answered all these critics for me. I've come on, I've defended Mourinho now after the Everton game. But I think I jumped the gun there, to be honest with you. Like, I have to remember that the players are still getting into full fitness and getting up to speed. But now we're looking at it. So I think and with the signings that we've made, I think we all have to get behind the team now. None of this Mourinho out anymore, or we just need to get behind the team now.
And none of this Levy out anymore.
No. To be honest with you, people are giving out that he hasn't spent money, but you also have to remember, look at the money he gets for our players as well. Do you know what I mean? It balances out in the long run. And now, not spending over the last few years, Levy must have known this was coming, because look, he must have saved all the money. Look what we're spending this summer. Look at the players we're bringing in. I think other teams are looking at us and getting worried.
Yeah, no.
I want to just a quick word for you on the new signing, or it looks like the new signing of Carlos Vinicius. I want to know your thoughts on that, and how excited we're bringing him in, and what finally a second striker is going to bring to the team.
I didn't know too much about him. I had to go and look him up, to be honest.
You had to do with Danny Rose.
Yeah, he's a big strong lad. I think he's 6 foot odd. He's left footed. He can play off the left as well. I think he was top scorer there for last year in the Portuguese league. And I believe Spurs were looking at him before. So look, it's one I think they've done their homework on. And I know last year was kind of his breakout season, but look, we've needed a striker for so long. Like this nonsense of, I don't think a striker is going to come and sit on the bench and play second fiddle to Kane. Because with Kane's injuries, you're going to get at least 3 months worth of games, at least a season. And as well, we could also rest Kane, which means he doesn't have to play as much. And if this guy can come in and bang the goals or change the game when he comes on, I think it's something we've needed for a long time. So I think kudos to Mourinho and Levy, and fair play to them.
All right, David, absolute pleasure as always. Hopefully we'll speak to you after another great victory on Sunday. But thanks for coming on again.
See you Sunday, lads. Thanks very much.
See you later, mate. All right, so that concludes the guests for the fan show. Sim, any closing words?
No, fantastic day for Spurs. Good draw, good win, good lot amount of goals. Great news on Carlos Vinicius as well. And yeah, looking forward to the game against United.
As well, thank you to all the new members and all the members we've got in total. I think we've got over 80 or 90 members now, which is absolutely sensational from all of you. The views have been smashed out as well today. The likes have been smashed out. The super chats, everything. All of you have been so great today, and I can't thank you enough. We'll see you again for our next watch along on Sunday against Manchester United. Watch out tomorrow for our player ratings and our predicted lineup for the weekend. But yeah, thank you all. It's been a great live stream, finishing late again, 20 past 11. But anyway, like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.
Oh,